Hi all, welcome back to the channel VMNR, Vehicles Modification and Rides. The last video I did was on the izeeker, the i800. I ran into some problems at 4K and the 6K. The recordings kept freezing. Also, other things I didn't like about it was only 135 degrees as far as the angle, the widescreen. What else? The mic wasn't so great, and it picked up a lot of wind noise when I was on my motorcycle. So based on all those things and seeing this for a pretty good deal, it was like $60 on Amazon. The Wolfang, I guess it's Wolfang, WOLFANG, the GA300. Got it on sale for $60. So I said, let me give it a try because it had everything I was looking for. It had an external mic. It has 175 degrees wide angle. So, I mean, for the price, I said, let me give it a try. So it came with a lot of accessories, sort of like the izeeker. Comes with a lot of accessories, which I guess most of these cameras do that. And the good thing was, I guess these are the GoPro mounts and joints and stuff. So the izeeker had the same mount, so I didn't even have to mount anything up on my helmet. I could use the same mounts from before and just hook up the camera. And this one comes with a water case also. I don't remember how deep these can go, but I mean, I'm not planning on doing no diving. But the cool thing with this one, it also came with a back for the water cover, but this one has a hole in it, so I guess you can hear the sound better. So that was different. The next thing, so this one doesn't come with the, I don't know what it's called, but the little screw-in thing on the bottom that most cameras come with. This one doesn't come with that, but it's much lighter than the izeeker. Much lighter, and it comes with a micro USB. I don't know what the other one is called. And then the SD card go here. It just has a little rubber piece that goes over it, which I kind of like that anyway, because the micro USB is what I would use, is what they use for the external mic anyway. So since I'm going to be using this, I'm not going to be able to actually close this off. So I went through the menus and stuff. I'm not going to go through all of them, but it was pretty similar to the other camera I had. The hardest thing for me, I had to go through the menus a couple of times, is to switch from video to pictures. It's just like a swipe left or a swipe right. But it's basically the same thing. But this has a limit. It only goes to 4K 30 frame per second. It doesn't go to 4K 60 frame per second or 6K 30 frame per second like the other one did. But from what they were saying, the other one wasn't a true 6K, it was interpolated. So all right, so basically I'm going to be testing this on my motorcycle. So as I was saying before, though, it doesn't come with the screwing thing, but it does come with a, I wouldn't really call it a case, but it's more like a cage where you slide the camera in, you slide it in, and then this kind of grabs it. So it's not going anywhere. It's very sturdy. So it has one up here, the screwing thing for the cameras, and it has one on the bottom, which is pretty neat. So I guess depending how the mount is, you could use it on the top and the bottom. Also, the camera, I was looking through the menu, and it does have an option where you could flip the camera upside down. So that's pretty cool. So depending on the mounting angle and how you mount it and what you need to do, so you have a little more options. So my overall take from this camera is I like it. I'm pretty impressed. I shot some videos and it didn't look bad. I was able to download it on the computer. So following this video, I'm gonna have 2 videos on my motorcycle. One is gonna be in the morning. I rode it. Both videos are at 4K 60 frames per second. I didn't have the problem like I had with the izeeker. Using the same memory card I had, this one was able to actually able to save, and it wasn't freezing or anything like that. The menus are pretty responsive. Nothing out of the ordinary. So the 2 videos will be, let me see, one will be at midday, 4K 60 frames per second, and one of them I'll be using the internal mic, and then the second one is going to be more at dusk, and that one I'm testing the external mic, and I'm also testing how it looks at dusk a little bit, just about when the sun go down or a little later. And then that one I'll be using the external mic. After I recorded it, though, I did notice that the volume was real high, and I had the volume at 2. So the volume range is from 0 to 3. The volume was at 2, and it was extremely high when I was cutting up the video on the video software. So I guess it would be a better thing to put the volume down to 0, since you're going to be on the motorcycle anyway. So the one with the external mic is actually in the mic is inside my helmet, and the other one is the external mic where it's just on the camera outside of the helmet. So you'll see the difference. All right, so check these 2 videos out. Thanks.
have to make this U-turn here and go back over. Testing, testing. Testing this mic to see how it sounds. Started off in second gear. Just testing anyway to see how this camera is working. How it works in the dust. Not a lot of light, so good shoot for looks kinda like my car. Alright. Heading back in now, see what they sound like. Testing this mic to see what the sound quality is like. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can I hear the bike? Can I hear me? Which one is louder? Testing to see what's up. Also testing with low light, not very low light, just a little low light. In the dust, it's about 8 a.m. Sun probably just went down. So just testing to see what is what. I'm gonna give a test right now. Like high RPM, you see I sound like when the RPM is high. Alright. Download this on the computer, see what it sounds like. Write something up. Let me know what you guys think. Or I guess I'll let you guys know what I think. Alright.
Alright, everyone. So I'm back. Final thoughts. This wasn't like a real review or even review comparison between the Wolfgang GA300 and the izeeker ia800. This is more of or less from a motorcycle perspective and what I needed, the capabilities I needed in order to do what I needed to do. So I'm gonna run through some pros and cons of the Wolfgang GA300. All right, so the pros was the field of view. Like, that was very important to me because the widest field of view I get, the better it is. Because, you know, like if me and somebody's doing some testing or playing around or whatever, it's easier to see that person with the wider field of view. The next item was that this Wolfgang camera, the internal mic was much better. Like just the sound quality I get. I mean, I don't even know if it's stereo or mono, but the sound, I think it is stereo, but it's like the sound, it just sounds much more detailed. You could hear the bass, like the internal mic was just off the hook. Even had bass. So. And also with the internal mic, it just seemed to had less wind noise than the izeeker. And the internal mic was excellent. I was able to hear myself over the bike with extreme revving and running it hard. It's a little harder to hear, but I'm not complaining. I don't think I'm gonna be talking much in those situations anyway. The GA300 is lighter, but I don't know if that's really a pro because I guess the izeeker, it just had a better build quality. But who knows? The other thing too is for the Wolfang GA300. It had a bigger recording marker on the screen to let you know when you're recording. So I appreciated that because when I'm in my helmet, kind of old now, so my vision is going, but I'm able to see that red mark a little more definitive than I was on the izeeker. I really had to struggle to see it. And I think the most important thing was I was actually able to record at 4K 30 frames per second and it wasn't freezing up on me. That was a problem I had with the izeeker. The cons for the GA300, the Wolfang, it doesn't come with a dual battery charger. So in order to charge the batteries, you gotta plug the camera into the USB, take out that battery once it's fully charged, and then charge the next one. So I didn't like that at all. I thought a little dual charger would have been nice because then I could just, charge both batteries at the same time and boom, just put them in a bag and bring them with me. And if I ran out of battery, I had my spare. So also, the other con for the GA300 was it has a flashing blue light that blinks when you're recording. But once you put this frame on it, it's kind of hard to see. You know, I didn't like that at all because once the screensaver come off and the screen goes blank, you can't really see the blue light. It's being covered. And the other drawback, it doesn't have a front screen, but I don't know if that's a drawback because the price is so good. But a front screen is not anything I need anyway because I'm not going to be doing any vlogging or anything like that, or even going to use it as a webcam. And I guess even if I did use it as a webcam, I would have the screen to actually see what I'm looking at. So I'm not even sure I would even need that. But overall thoughts, love it. So my overall thoughts, I love the Wolfang. Love it. Um, I'm trying to think and see, is there anything I feel I'm missing that the izeeker gave that this doesn't? Not a thing. I mean, I could be petty and say, oh, the only thing I really don't like is I wish the frame or the cage would have just came with this like this so I didn't have to screw this in. But I think they did it for more options as far as mounting, and you could screw it in here, screw this in, put it on, turn it upside down. So I understand why they did it, but it's nothing. I love this camera. $60. I don't know what Amazon was doing. They gave me like a $40 off once I put it in my cart, so I had to take it. And don't feel I'm missing anything from the other camera, which I paid much more for. So anyway, thanks for watching. Give me any feedback you guys have. Hope this helps. Again, it's not a full out review. I'm just kind of reviewing it from a motorcycle rider needs, and things that I learned that I needed after I had the izeeker. I said, oh, I can't do this without a internal mic because it was so much wind and noise that you couldn't hear anything. So I have everything I need. I don't think it's really much more I need from this camera. So I'm probably going to stick with this. Thanks for watching. All right. Bye.